Good morning, everybody. Just wanted to touch base with everybody. Uh, this time of the year can be a very difficult time of the year where uh, behavior starts getting a little strained, relationship starts getting a little strained, and patience is in short supply. And so we want to approach things with a little bit of a moment of just kind of sit back and take a big deep breath and just kind of reevaluate our priorities in dealing with behaviors in our classrooms. And so I just wanted to give you kind of some um, just some nuggets that I was thinking about. Now I was going to was going to type up an email and share it with a specific teacher. And as I was kind of processing this last night, I thought, this is good for everybody to just kind of be reminded of how we want to prioritize our relationship with kids in order to deposit into their lives and have the ability to um, influence their behavior through relationship and not just uh, through authoritative do as I say because I say it. Uh, the first one that I want to remind you about is that it's not against the rules to be angry. If it was against the rules to be angry, I'd be, I would have a real problem because there's oftentimes when I'm angry about stuff, and if it was against the rules to be angry, uh, we would all be guilty, and we would all be held accountable for that. Instead, it's against the rules to do ugly things when you're angry. Okay, it's not a matter of being angry is not against the rules. It's what you do when you're angry that can get you into trouble. And so that's one thing that you need to understand when you're dealing with kids is that sometimes you need to allow them to be angry. Sometimes you need to allow them that time to just kind of steam and process that anger and get to the other side of it without feeling the pressure of you got to be okay right now, because the bottom line is you don't know what these kids are dealing with. You don't know what kind of baggage that they're bringing in. You don't know what really is truly causing that anger. And so patience with the anger, giving them a chance to process, and sometimes just saying, hey, I notice that you're really angry. I'm going to acknowledge your anger. I'm going to acknowledge your feelings. That's a huge catharsis right there. Um, and then saying, how long do you need to be angry? Should I come back and check with you in 3 minutes, 2 minutes? Do you need 1 minute to just kind of be process? Let them give you five, four, three, two, or one, and say, "Do you five, four, three, two, or one? How many minutes do you need?" And they'll say, "Okay, 3 minutes. Then I'm going to let you be angry for 3 minutes, and then we're going to fix this, okay? And we're going to move forward." Okay, so now that is also giving kids power over their circumstances, which is always a positive thing. Giving kids power over their situation to choose. I'm going to be angry for 3 minutes. I'm going to be good and angry for 3 minutes. It's not going to be held against me, just as long as they're not causing a disruption. You sit quiet, you be angry. That's fine. But giving kids choices is always going to work in your favor. Um, I notice you're not being successful here. Would you like to sit by me or would you like to move away on your own? All right, two choices. Both are perfectly fine with you, and it gives them the choice to put themselves in a situation where they'll be more successful. So, and you can do this with everything. You broke your pencil. Would you like to borrow one from a friend, or would you like to get one from the pencil box? You can't use the restroom right now. Would you like to wait until we all go, or would you like to just hold it? Whatever. I don't know. Whatever your circumstances are, whatever the situation that you're looking at, giving kids two choices that are both perfectly fine with you allows them to have power over their own situation, and then they are accountable for that choice. Then they can't blame you when you're doing something to them. Another thing is that misbehaving kids will respond by proximity. Okay. Rather than yelling across a room, walk across the room and speak quietly to them, because your proximity is going to make a big difference in changing that behavior and really getting their attention. Kids get yelled at all the time. If yelling at kids worked, we would have no behavior issues. And so walking across a room toward a kid, making eye contact with them and saying, what you're doing is not okay. You need to stop, is far more effective than yelling across a room or moving them away from you. I know that doesn't make sense to me. We move misbehaving kids to the back of the line when they're misbehaving in the hall. I would move them to the front of the line. I would move them to me. I would hold their hand. I would say, okay, well, then you're going to hold my hand. And if you don't want to hold my hand when we're walking down the hall, then you need to behave in the hall. Don't move them away from you. Move them towards you when they're misbehaving so that you can control them easier with your proximity. Don't overreact to disrespect. Now, here's the thing, guys. I know this is a hard one because you think these kids ought to respect me. I am the teacher, I am the authority, and these kids need to respect me. The bottom line is these kids oftentimes they don't learn respect. Okay, they may not learn how to respect teachers. They may be hearing disrespect in their homes toward women, toward teachers, toward authority, and they've learned that disrespect. Now, we are teachers. We need to teach them how to respect by modeling respect toward them. You will never teach respect by disrespecting. You will never teach a child to show respect to you by disrespecting them. Okay? So model the respect that you expect and then tell them, hey, listen, you're being disrespectful to me right now. Maybe it's because you're angry. That's okay. I'm going to let you off the hook. But you need to fix that because it's not okay to be disrespectful. And that's going to cause you nothing but problems. Okay? So, teachers, take what you can use, eat the meat, spit out the bones, and I'll see you next time.